it's John McCabe. Welcome to the show. Hey guys, and welcome to the John A. McCabe Show, where it's all about accelerating your authority in your business field of expertise by helping entrepreneurs, business owners, authors, experts, speakers get seen, get heard, get noticed on any device, anywhere, anytime in 100 days or less, also known as the Authority Acceleration Formula. My guest today is one of my private coaching clients, Tori Kitagawa. I met Tori at an event in San Diego a couple of years ago, and we ended up connecting at a group dinner and really started discussing each other's businesses. So as it turns out, Tori's a certified weight loss coach and works with women looking to lose weight so that they can help them, so she can help them live a healthy lifestyle and actually gain more confidence in themselves. Now, Tori's originally from Japan and came to the U.S. in the early 1990s and has worked in both countries as a hairstylist, a career that she's been doing for over 30 years now. Now, Tori was married and has two beautiful children who are teenagers now, but her marriage just didn't work out, and it was then raising two children as a single mother that she realized she needed more leverage and couldn't continue as a hairdresser forever. So she needed a career that was not as hard on her body, and one where she could actually leverage her knowledge and her time. Now, since Tori had struggled with weight issues and enjoyed talking to people about eating healthy as a result of her lifestyle change, she's increased, and it helped her increase her self-confidence. Tori decided to get trained and become a certified weight loss and life coach. After completing her training, she was looking to different ways to market herself, which is where we ended up connecting at a Mike Koenig's marketing event. I believe it was Publish and Profit, How to Become an Amazon #1 Best-Selling Author and Accelerate Your Authority in Your Business. Now, since English is not Tori's first language, doing things takes her a little bit longer than it would someone who grew up with English as a first language. But that doesn't stop Tori. She continuously puts out educational videos to help women who want to lose weight, get healthier, and gain more confidence. Now, Tori was on her way to building her first information program to help these women, but got stopped dead in her tracks when her son ended up getting in a little bit of trouble. So I'm going to let Tori tell the rest of the story when we return. So stick around because when I come right back, I'm going to be joined by my amazing friend and private client, Tori Kitagawa. Hey guys, thanks for joining us today, and I have a very special guest today, someone who's not only my private client, but someone I consider to be an amazing friend. Tori's been a hairstylist for 30 years. She's a single mom raising two teenagers, an entrepreneur focusing on women's weight loss, health coaching, and helping women get more confidence in their life. Plus, she just started working with her children, setting up an e-commerce site to teach them about entrepreneurship and the value of working for themselves. So please give it up for a flurry of likes, love, shares. Give us that heart icon coming across the screen. So give it up for my special guest today, Tori Kitagawa. Hey Tori, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, exactly. How you have a beautiful day down in Beverly Hills? Nice and sunny?
Yes, it is. I'm actually at work, just sneaking out in a private room.
Okay. So before we get started, Tori, the first thing I want to do is what I call a speed round, a series of questions, just so the viewers can get to know you a little bit better. So it's nothing that you really have to worry about. You didn't have to study or anything. It's just a series of 10 questions, just so, like I said, the viewer can get to know you a little bit better. And as always, I'd like everyone at home to be playing along. So please answer your questions along with Tori. Just enter them in the comment section on Facebook, and let's see how your answers compare to what Tori has for her answers. So you all ready, Tori?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So first one, name the book that impacted your life the most.
Well, this is kind of funny answer, but I think The Great Gatsby So
Okay.
I took some English class and I had to read this book, and I am not good at reading a book,
Yeah.
especially when it's English. And it took me for a long time to read a whole book, but along the way, I learned how to read a book and how to translate some words to, I don't know, it just really teach me how to actually read a book
Excellent.
in English. So I think
Perfect.
that helped me a lot.
Excellent. So when you were a young girl, who was your celebrity crush? So it might not even be anyone we know, because if you were raised in Japan, we may not know who your celebrity crush was. But who was it?
You know, it's so funny. I used to love, well, I still love Madonna. That was my celebrity crush. She was just so popular. I dressed like that and was dancing and with my friend. That was, yeah, my celebrity crush.
Cool. So what book or podcast show or actual show are you reading or listening to or watching religiously right now? So what are you into right now? Either a book, a podcast show, or a show? Is there one that you're...
I love Charlene Johnson's show.
Okay.
She really teaches a lot of details, and I probably owe her so much. I've learned so much from her show, and she goes through so many little details. She give away so many stuff, and I really like her show.
Excellent. So besides myself, are you working with any other coaches?
No, I haven't worked. This is a funny story. It's like I have been going to a lot of live events, and it's my first event that I went was Brandon Bashar.
Okay.
That was like way too advanced, and at that point, I just started learning like entrepreneurship, and that was way too much. So I went to several different live shows, and it just motivated me every time. But right now, I don't really have anyone that I have worked with you, and no one right now.
Okay. So what is your favorite movie of all time?
Oh, the Titanic.
Excellent. Are you involved in any masterminds right now?
No, I'm not. Actually, no, I went to the life coach school.
Okay.
So that was my life coaching school that I attended, and they have an event once a year, and she puts out amazing mastermind once a year, and I get to go to her event once a year.
Okay.
Last one is San Diego, and then I look forward to it every year. So that's
Excellent.
it for right now. I would love to, but I don't have any other stuff.
Right. So name a person, either dead or alive, who you would most like to meet and have dinner with.
I don't know. I can't. Well, okay. I was raised by my grandma, and I lost her maybe 20 years ago. And
Okay.
if I can do that again, I would love to meet her again. I
Excellent.
see her again.
That's great. So what's your favorite type of vacation? A beach vacation or an adventure tour?
Oh, definitely beach vacation.
Excellent. What's the best business advice you ever received?
Business advice, I think. Just do it anyway, even it's not that perfect yet. Just
Yeah.
put it out, and you can always fix it.
Production over perfection. Excellent.
Yeah.
So I already know this question, but it's a two-part question. So would you rather have water, beer, or wine? And then would you rather have pizza, wings, or salad?
What I had to choose? I just
Pick a choice between water, beer, or wine.
water.
And then pick
And
a choice between pizza, wings, or
Sal-
salad.
I think it's pizza.
You pick pizza over salad?
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, so everyone give it up for Tori on her series of questions. Show us some love. Show us some love
Sorry,
by
I'm doing
hitting
something.
the love button, the like button.
See you later.
Tori has a guest in her studio as well, so
Sorry,
that's all right. So give it up for Tori. And before we get into any questions, Tori, I'm just going to give some shout outs to the people who have joined us. Andy Lockwood is on. You know who Andy Lockwood is, right? From the we met him at a few events. Anyway, he has a lot of comments here. Andy Lockwood would rather have what's he say? Any book by John McCabe with pictures of John, Celebrity Man Crush, John, Authority Accelerator equals my So Andy's going to be an upcoming guest, so he's giving me a hard time. So anyway, thanks for joining us. Heather Morrow's on. Amanda Lee is on as well. So everyone, thanks for joining us. Please give us some love, some likes. Share this on your Facebook page. And if you're just joining us, I'm speaking with Tori Kitagawa. Tori's been a hairstylist for 30 years. She's a single mom of 2 teenagers, an entrepreneur focusing on weight loss and health coaching for women, plus helping them build up their confidence. And she's now working with her children, setting up an e-commerce site to teach them about entrepreneurship and the value of working for yourself. So Tori, can you give the viewers who may not know a little bit about your origin story, a little bit about where you came from, how you ended up in the U.S., and sort of how you ended up becoming a life coach, and then what specifically happened to put your life or your life or health coaching business on hold and get into e-commerce all of a sudden. So just tell us a little bit about your background story so people have some context as to what we're going to be working on here. Okay.
I was born and raised in Japan, and coming to America, I don't know why that it was, but I always want to come here since I was very small. And same time, my parents had a beauty salon, and they still run the business, but I was raised in a beauty salon, and becoming hairstylist was just my dream, and I always wanted to do that. So coming here in America and becoming hairstylist, it was 2 things that I always wanted, and then I got that. So long story short, I moved to Tokyo from small town in Japan to go to school to become a hairstylist. And from Tokyo, I just moved to America. Well, there's a lot of illegal stuff going on, but that's another story. But finally, I settled here, and I'm just living my dream. And
so how is it that you got into being a health coach? So what happened in your life to transition you from what you were doing as a hairstylist to say, hey,
right.
I want more, and I think I'm going to go become a health coach or a weight loss coach?
Okay, so I am I'm pretty big for Japanese women, and I always had an issue with my weight, and I always have a confidence problem, and as I grow up, so then and also I'm reaching almost 50, and I thought, okay, I can't be doing this like working in 8 hours, 9 hours a day on my feet every day, and it's hard on my body, and I have to take a client one-on-one and blah, blah, blah. So I thought, okay, I need to figure out something that I don't have to do this the rest of my life. And now, that point, I was newly single, and I had 2 kids. The dad is helping me a little bit, but I had to decide quickly what I want to do. So I thought, okay, I overcome my weight issue, and I just wanted to become a health coach to help out other women. And more I talk about it, and there's a lot of women that are my clients have the same issue, and then I really wanted to help those people. Mm-hmm. So that's how I decided to become a health coach and life coach to help other women.
Okay. So what happened that all of a sudden you put your life or health coaching business on hold and decided to start an e-commerce business?
Okay, so I was spending a lot of time in consuming and coaching stuff, and I kind of put the kids on hold where I should have been paying attention, but I thought myself that I need to settle down so that kids and I are going to have a better life in the future. But I kind of forgot about taking care of my kids and pay attention to my kids. So a while ago, my son was misbehaving at school. He's 14 and he just went to high school. And I just realized, oh my God, my son needs more attention from me. I need to spend more time with him. So I was thinking what I'm going to do. So I thought, okay, how about, since like I've been learning a lot of marketing, doing the online coaching and stuff like that, I'm thinking, gosh, e-commerce is a different thing, but the marketing is exactly the same. So I thought, okay, I'm going to use a marketing technique that I learned from doing online coaching. And I thought, okay, how about if I start making a candle? I can spend a lot of time with my son, and he can be a part of a business, and he can learn. At the same time, he always need money. He asks me money all the time. I thought, okay, I'm gonna start paying him, $10 an hour, and he can participate in the business. Also, he can learn, and at the same time, he gets paid. I thought, okay, this is so perfect. So I told him, like, this is what I'm trying to do, and he gets fine. This is a good. So he's been participating, designing, and deciding what perfume to put it on it, and how he wants to do that. So he's been helping me a lot. And I'm spending a lot more time. So this is just temporary thing. And then even it's like I've been investing a little bit of money, but I'm just very happy that I get to spend more time with him. And I have a daughter, 11 years old too. And she's been helping me. She's telling me what to do. So I think overall right now, I'm putting on the other business on hold, but this is something I really need to do. And still, I'm learning a lot with the marketing and stuff. So I am going to do this.
So this is just a way for you to, you were looking to create more income or something to supplement your income anyway. So whether it be the coaching or whether it be this, but this enables you to get your kids involved in the actual business, get them to learn, about entrepreneurship, about being accountable for their own life and making money and things like that. So it's a great transition. It doesn't sound like it's just chasing a shiny object, which a lot of entrepreneurs have that problem of chasing the next big thing or the next shiny object. You went into this specifically knowing that it's for a bigger purpose, and that purpose is your kids. So you can attach. You have a why to attach to what the reason why you're doing this. So let's get into the hot seat coaching. So when you filled in your application, you said over the next 3 months, so from September, October, November, your goal is to set up an e-commerce store, have at least 3 products to sell, and to make $2,000 per month net income. So the things that you want specific help on are tech, scheduling, and money. So I'm assuming that when you mean money, you mean make money, not asking me for money, right? You want to make money, not ask for me for money.
Can I do that?
Yeah, I'm afraid not.
That'd be perfect.
That's not how it works, I'm afraid.
Okay.
So the first thing is the tech. So when you're talking about you need help with the tech, are you referring to the website? Is there something else? What platform have you decided to go with? What are you setting up? So talk a little bit more specifically about the tech, what you meant by that, and what specific things can I help you with?
Yeah. Okay. So I am going to use a Shopify already set up, and its website is not ready, but to
Sorry, Tori. We lost your audio there. So can you just start that over again about the tech? Because we couldn't hear you at all. Yeah, that's good. So about the tech, you're working on your Shopify site. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's start with one piece at a time. So the Shopify site, you said it's almost ready to go. Do you have your shop? It already comes with a shopping cart, correct? And you just plug it into like Stripe or something. Yeah. So you have all that set. You have all that set up. The do you have it? Do you have it connected to a payment processor like Stripe or PayPal or something like that? Does it what it integrates seamlessly with a lot of those different things? Does it? I'm not as familiar with the back end of Shopify, so okay, okay. You've basically put the website on hold because of the production. So I think that you had mentioned to me though that you're waiting for supplies to come in, right? So wouldn't it be waiting for supplies to come in that you finish up the website completely while you're just in a holding pattern? Wouldn't that make sense? So then you're not having to worry about it after you have um, the product completed the process. Okay. Okay. You had talked about integrating or writing an email sequence. So just walk me through the process. So somebody lands on your site. They either make a purchase or they don't make a purchase. So if they make a purchase, is that when the email sequence is going to start going out after they've made a purchase? Is that the yeah? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Is there a way that you can get implementing it to speed the process, especially on the tech. I know that not you just had somebody to help set it up for you. That could speed up that process considerably, don't you think? And then just focus your energy on getting, you don't know what. Yes. Yeah, so I'm still trying to get the, because you had talked about a lead capture page, you had talked about an email sequence, and I'm just trying to see where those items fit into your e-commerce store. So on your e-commerce store, are you going to be doing a free giveaway, or you're going to be driving people to a landing page where they can get a free document, and that free document then takes them to the conclusion that they need to buy your candles? Is that sort of the process? I'm just trying to understand the process so I can give you the right information. Okay. 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 Right. So the the ad's going to take them right to the shopping cart, okay, where they would actually just fill in their information and get the free candle when they pay for shipping. So are you charging enough for the shipping to cover the cost of the shipping, the candle, and the ads? Is that your plan? Right? No. Does he have is he driving them to an e-commerce store? The $1 or $2? Okay. So it's going to be different because I've run ads and I've had them as low as 17 cents a click. And then I've also had ads as high as a dollar something a click. So it really depends on where you're taking them, what your target market is. There's a lot of variables that will, and where your ad is being seen, whether it's being seen on their news feed, on the PC, or if it's being seen on their right hand side or in the mobile feed. That will really determine or dictate how much you're going to be spending for the ad, because it's really, I did some research prior to coming on here, and for e-commerce, in using Facebook ads, for example, a good conversion rate is somewhere around 1.5%. That's sort of an average conversion rate is 1.5%, and the top 25% of the businesses are getting a conversion rate of 2.5%. What that means is for every 200 clicks, you'll get 3 customers. For every 200 clicks, if you're in the top 25%, you'll get 5 customers. So obviously if you're giving stuff, and that's selling stuff, usually in the range of 10 to $100 range. So I'm not sure what your price point is going to be on your candle. It's something that you have to figure out, but you'll need to determine, you'll need to do some testing as far as how much it's going to cost you to drive traffic. Because so I know I'm going to start to get into the marketing part, but I just want to finish off with the tech part. So so right there, so you're driving traffic to the the shopping cart. So right, so I still don't see where you're using an opt-in page, or you need a series of emails. So can you explain what you're planning on doing with the opt-in page and the series of emails? Because that's sort of confused me. I understand going from Facebook to a shopping cart, doing the free giveaway. I understand driving people to your Shopify page where you have your 3 different products, the free. What was your purpose for setting those up? How are they going to function? Okay, so you're going to take them right, and then they're going to opt in. So it'd be an opt-in page versus taking them directly to the Shopify. So they opt in. That's when they fill in their information and then give their credit. So they'll opt in, then they'll give you the credit card information to pay for the shipping, and then you'll basically ship them the candles for the shipping of whatever the shipping price is. But the shipping price has to be enough to cover the cost. So here's what. So now I understand. The email sequence would just be more of here's your purchase. Thanks for purchasing. Here's it's going to be shipped on this date or whatever, and then maybe some tracking information. So it doesn't have to be an in-depth sequence where you're trying to get them to buy your higher end stuff, because you're already giving them some candles, but maybe you're going to redirect them or try to get them to come back to buy your other candles, right? So yeah, I understand you'll have a sequence, and you'll have to have an automated series that goes out on a regular basis, say every couple weeks or every month, that sort of brings it to their attention again. Hey, why don't you come back and reorder? Why don't you come back and reorder? So I would just set up the first few, the ones for, oh, thanks for your order, and it's been shipped and things like that. And then you can worry about the other ones, like the once a month. It's every month you're creating a new email, or you can outsource it to a writer and ask them to write you a series of 12 to 15 different emails, and they will, on Fiverr or Odesk or one of those places, and they'll write you a series of emails. You just tell them that the first one is for the after they purchase, and you tell them what the sequence of the events are for, and you can outsource that. So I wouldn't get bogged down too much in the detail of the crafting the emails, because if you've already got them to purchase, then it's just getting them to come back and purchase again. And they're going to do that if they really like the product, right? There's a good chance that they're going to come back. So the emails after the fact are really just to bring it to the forefront of their mind again, say, hey, we get a new candle come out, or, is it time to reorder your candle, or something like that. So now I understand the how you want to use the opt-in page and an email sequence. So that makes sense. But so you need you need help to design the opt-in page that ties into the e-commerce and to the autoresponder at the same time, right? So you need to help connecting all of those 3 pieces together. Okay. So I can definitely get you hooked up with some outsourcers that can do that for you relatively quickly, and without breaking the bank, for sure. They're just I have them on 2 other projects right now, but as soon as they're available, that project is going to be pretty quick. So Maybe I'll pull one of them off one of the video projects and they can help work with that. So we'll talk about that a little off camera. So that takes care of the landing page, that takes care of the e-commerce, that takes care of connecting it with the autoresponder. And now I understand the purpose. So you basically, it's a seamless flow. You're driving people to the opt-in page to get the free candle with the shipping, just pay for shipping. And is it one candle, two candles? How many candles are you doing? Okay. Okay. Is that is it's more or less sample size. It's not the full size candle, it's just sort of a sample. Yeah. Right. So you're going to have three different candles, correct? That's your plan, three different scents. Okay. But that's after you've already are selling the candles, right? You're not going to wait till everything is done before you introduce this. You're going to just do the candles first, right? And then once you have some customers, you can upsell them after the fact, after you have the oils done. Or are you waiting to do it all at once? Oil, and you want to capture as many upsells as you can. So how long? Okay, so talk to me about the time frames, about getting the candle ready to sell and getting the oils ready to sell. What kind of time frames are you looking at? Because you only give yourself 3 months to be making $2,000 a month, and you still have to finish setting up all the tech, and you have to create the candle and create the oil, and you have to start marketing and start selling it. So tell me about the time frames it's going to be to create the candle and to create the oils. Okay. So you don't have you're not testing it right now as far as production goes, as far as creating it goes. Yeah. Okay. So what's your challenge with it right now? So you can't work on the oil while you're waiting for the supplies to come in for the candle? Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So, okay. So, can you do this for me? Can you sit down and actually write out all the different tasks you need just to make a candle? Just to make the candle, what are all the things that you either need to do or you're waiting for to come in right now, like from start to finish, and do the same thing with the oil. And then write all the tasks down as from what you think you need to do with just the Shopify site right now. And then the same thing with the landing page and the e-commerce. So then you'll get a clearer picture as to all the different little the things that need to get done. And then it's much easier to build a schedule when you actually have all of the stuff out in front of you, saying all the different tasks, because then you can start moving those tasks into place to say, oh, well, I'm waiting for supplies to come in for my candle, but I know I need to do these other things over here, so I'll pick this task and I'll do that task. So it's very, very planned, very focused strategy as far as what needs to get done moving forward. I mean, it's a very simplified thing that you can actually do yourself, just writing down all the different tasks and planning them versus just sort of pulling things out of your head that you think you need to do and just working on something out of your head. So is that what you were referring to with regards to scheduling or trying to get all this stuff done? Yeah. Well, things will things will become a lot clearer when you actually put them down on paper. And then you can actually like create yourself some very specific task lists, and then it's much easier to plan things once they're actually down on paper, and then you can move forward. So yeah, definitely do that. So then that will help with getting some assistance with the tech part. So then we'll know exactly, well, what needs to get done for the tech that you're looking for some help in. So then it comes down to the money part. So before we get into the money part, let's talk a little bit about your ideal target market and who sort of what who are you making these candles for? Like, how are you positioning these candles? Why are these candles different than just any other candle? What makes them special? So tell me a little bit about that, and then we'll talk about who we're going to target. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So are you going? So you're targeting women. So are you going after sort of like the romance angle or um, the sort of the meditation side, or what is it? To de-stress. So like, what's the reason somebody is going to buy your candle over somebody else's? So what problem does this candle solve that all other candles won't solve? So people buy candles for specific reasons. So mhm, yeah, 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 yeah. So So if you're just joining, we're speaking with Tori. She's been a hairstylist for 30 years, single mom of two teenagers, entrepreneur focusing on weight loss and health coaching for women, but is now working with her children on setting up an e-commerce site to teach them about entrepreneurship and the value of working for yourself. And so Tori, you're talking about you have a one candle that can be used sort of for giving massage. So it sounds like you can market the candles individually for different purposes. Is that sort of your plan? Or are you going to market them all as one? Yep. Right. So I can give you some tips, and as far as the strategy goes, that won't cost you any money that you can try out. Um, One is once you're making the candles, do some videos of you and your kids making them. Talk about them being environmentally friendly and things like, and talk about how environmentally friendly they are, and use the videos and promote the videos throughout social media to play on that angle. And you can even do some live stream or something, because you can repurpose that as well. And then try out some of the other angle with respect to where you're creating a video. Maybe it's in candlelight and you're talking about sort of the romance angle and how these can be used for massage and things like that, and create a few different videos for that, and promote them, and just see which one of those sort of drives more traffic, gets more likes or leads or whatever. Um, you know, Before you actually start to pay for advertising, so sort of testing it out without paying for the advertising, just to get a sample audience, see which one is getting more attraction. but then definitely you're going to have to run some tests as, if you're, are you going after the home friendly, kid friendly, non-toxic, are you going that route, or are you going after the romance, the couples, the dinner by candlelight, and then using the candle for massage afterwards, sort of that angle, which one is going to, because they can be used for both purposes, but the packaging and the delivery and the ads are completely separate, because you have to speak to the target audience that you're going after. Yeah. And what are you planning on using as far as social media to promote these, other than, you talked about doing Facebook ads. Is there anything else? Okay. Okay. So you need to be very clear about those things. Obviously, to maximize the money. Now, talking about the money, you said you want it within 90 days, you wanted to be netting 2,000 a month. But the question is, before you can determine if you're netting 2,000 a month, how many candles or how much product do you need to sell to actually net $2,000 a month? And until you actually know your costs, it's hard to break that down, because just $2,000 a month, how many candles and lotions does that equal? And then you break it down to, so how many do I have to sell per month in order to meet that goal? Then how many do I need to sell per day? And then based on your conversion rate, how much traffic do you need to drive to the site per day to reach your goal, right? So you got to work it backwards. So do you know your costs of production yet? Do you, yeah. Yeah, and then you also need to know what your exact costs are, because that's going and then your exact costs, and then how much you're going to sell it for, so you can determine what your gross profit is. Um, the gross profit, and then you figure out your sales budget, how much it's going to cost you to do your advertising. Um, so basically, you have overhead, which is going to be the cost of doing business without actually selling anything. There's selling costs, so how much is it going to cost to sell per unit? And then you have your production costs, so basically for every unit sold, it's going to cost X amount of dollars per unit. So you need to figure those things out in order to get to making $2,000 per month net. So you have to really look at all of that stuff to figure out how many do you actually have to sell in order to make $2,000 a month. So yeah, so the tasks, write down all the tasks that need to get done for all the different things. That'll be important. Send that off to me so then we can help with the tech and give you some clear direction to help in some of the other things. You really need to figure out what your costs are, your actual costs. So the costs of shipping. Shipping is usually done by weight, so you can figure that out, how much is one of these candles going to weigh, so then you can calculate what the shipping cost is going to be, plus the packaging. Then you need to figure out how much it costs for the ingredients to create one candle, and how much it's going to cost for your selling. So figuring out what your costs are going to be for whatever advertising you're doing. So, well, the show's over anyway, so that basically gives you some tasks that you need to do. So, Tori, thank you very much for being on the show. Everyone, give her some love by hitting the like button. Be sure to share this with your friends or your on your business page. And it was great having you, great catching up again. So we'll chat again real soon, and have yourself an amazing day. And I'll be right back with the close for the show. Thanks, Tori. So thank you for joining me on today's coaching show with Tori Kitagawa. Tori has attached a big why as to why this project and venture is important to her. And because of that, I'm sure she'll be very successful in both the venture and educating her children the value of hard work and being an entrepreneur. Now, when it comes to achieving our goals, we all need help, or we all need coaching along the way. The greats like Jordan, Gretzky, Tiger Woods, even Tony Robbins, and presidents and CEOs of some of the major companies in the world all need coaching and guidance along the way to help them with a different perspective of what they're doing and getting to where they want to be. So trying to go it alone without the guidance of a good coach or belonging to a mastermind just slows up your journey, because the role of a coach is to help you make the right decisions for you to shorten the time frame getting from where you are today to where you want to be in the future. So seeking advice from a qualified coach is one of the best investments that you'll ever make for yourself. It's an investment in your future and the future of your family. So if you're in a place in your business or life where you're looking to get help or guidance in growing your business so that you and your family can live the life of financial freedom, then send me a direct message or contact me through my website, www.johnamccabe.com, and let's get you started on the journey to your next level. So thanks again for watching the show, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode, where we have another great guest on the John A. McCabe Show, where we help entrepreneurs and businesses accelerate their authority and grow their businesses. So have yourself an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care.